I just want to give you a few more details about the demo that I gave of Logverse. I won't go into a whole lot of depth here, but just give you a clue as to what's going on. Let me show you the global ASAX in my ASP.NET web app. I have one line of code here, Logverse logger create, and basically I pass in the log ID and a password here. And this Logverse is to be an extension of my own installation here of the ObjectGuys logging framework. You don't have to use any logging framework, like I said, but I happen to be using it here. And it's a very small class here that basically just sends the logs to Logverse. And I happen to have this static method here that's basically just a utility method that happens to it creates a new Logverse logger, and it adds it to my config logger instance. And if you're familiar with the ObjectGuys logging framework, you might know what I'm doing here, but it's not that important. The important thing is it's super easy to set up a new logger to do that. I use this helper class, Logverse writer, and it's also a very small class. I have a log ID, subscription key, here's my constructor, and basically the writing to Logverse is all in this method right here. There's not much to it. It's very simple. I had to create a reference to a service reference to Logverse before this would all work, so I did have to do that. And also let me show you one other thing. When I did that exception, when I clicked the error button and it automatically wrote to Logverse, the way that worked, I happened to be using a class here, exception module, and I have the code for this on my blog too, or similar code anyway. And it's an HTTP module basically, and it just handles, it's very small, and it handles unhandled exceptions in your application. And it happens to be using the logging framework too. So when an application exception, unhandled exception occurs in your application, basically it will log to the logger, and we've already got the Logverse logger in the system, so it automatically logs there. So it's really really simple and seamless, and it's just automatic. And this you have to put in your web config. You have to put it in the modules section. But it's very easy to use. You should check it out.